Good that you remind me. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it is recording. So now I created one interface which is employee, and there is an abstract method. So this abstract method, the difference if you see the previous class, right? Any other method. So if we in class, if we define any method, okay, which is get a rate of interest in this case. So this will we have to provide implementation. Otherwise, it will throw the compilation error. Look at that. Like if I remove or like if you put as abstract class, it will throw the compiler session. It will not allow because the class actually expects the method to be defined or provide the implementation. It doesn't expect you to just declare like this with semicolon. So what it is complaining, this method requires a body instead of semicolon. Do you read this? So the class,
This
if
method
any,
requires, yeah.
so this class, right? Any class, the methods, whatever it has, we have to provide the body or like implementation. So body or implementation same. Then only it will accept Java. Otherwise, it will not. Okay. So I just put back. So now it will accept because this has a body or implementation. So this will accept. Okay. Now in interface, if you try to provide implementation, it will throw the error. Let's say return some 10,000. Okay. Or 10,000. Now it will throw the error. I'll show you what it is complaining. Okay. So it is saying that abstract method do not specify a body. You should not specify a body. It's other way. So if we have a interface and interface has any methods, you should not provide any body or implementation. We just have to put semicolon that makes this method as abstract. Okay, abstract. That means if we have any further classes, those classes, if we have to implement, now I'm going to create. Okay, so what I'm going to create one more class. Let me change this to different interface example, something like that. Otherwise I'll create other class. Okay, so now new class interface example, and this is the class. So now I have employee interface and get salary is the method, abstract method. So I created one more class. In this class, what I will do, I will create one class which is employee. Okay, employee is nothing but right. So I will define one more class here. So which is manager class, manager, right? So manager class. I create one more manager class. So every manager are we have a director, we have and then system analyst. So everyone is the employee, right? So in the company. So what we have to do in that case? So we have to implement. So we have to implement employee. So what is the employee here? The interface, right? Interface,
So
and
you don't need to write the interface part over there?
we have written already here. This other class I have already. I
Yeah,
created the
you did.
interface. Yeah, I created already. So what I did for my manager class, I implements employee so that I have to provide the employee class, whatever the methods, abstract methods. I have to provide implementation for all those. So that means if you look at this example, right? So every manager of company, every director has the company, every they have to get the salary. There's a salary is basic feature of employee, right? So I put salary method here in the interface, and I can actually whatever the classes implements this interface have to provide implementation. That means manager can have his salary range is different, and director can have salary range different, right? So that is why we have to provide different implementation for this. Okay, so that's a good example. So now what I will do, I will provide implementation. So it is complaining now. As soon as when I implement this, it is saying that the type manager must implement the inherited abstract method. What is inherited abstract method? Is a get salary, right? We have to provide implementation here. Then only this error will come. Do you understand this message? What it says? Do you read?
But I don't know. I'm confused.
Okay. Okay. So interface, right? Interface is the high level, like in a top level like entity for providing common functionalities. Okay. So now, so if we have a common functionality for any of the classes, group of classes, what are the group of classes we are going to create? Group of classes. Okay, so group of classes, right? Like, let's say manager, okay, director, system analyst. So for all these, okay, for all these, there is a common functionality. What is that common functionality? Salary, get salary. Do you get it? What I'm talking? There is
Yeah.
a common functionality. So those common
Yeah.
functionality, we can define a top level class, and when we create this class, we can provide implementation separately. So that means the advantage of this, right? So we can achieve, like, the abstraction. That means, so when we are creating this employee class, right, we don't know like the implementation of the salary, because when we are creating class corresponding, let's say now manager is there, like manager and director, system analyst there. In future there's admin also come, like new role or new employee type will come that time. So suppose if you don't have this, right, this one, so if you don't have this, like, this admin, suppose is when you create admin class, if they forget to provide implementation for this salary, get salary method, so this admin will not get the salary, right? Admin will not. So that's why we are enforcing all the employee classes, okay, whatever the classes we are creating, we are enforcing to provide implementation. That means this will be achieved by all the classes. So that is the advantage of inheritance. You get it now? Interface. That is the advantage of interface. So we will force
Yes.
the
Yeah.
classes. We'll force the classes to provide this method implementation, so that every employee type, okay, in the company will actually get the salary. So that's the advantage of this interface. So that means when we are defining interface for the common functionalities, so for common functionalities of these classes, so we will define all the. So now this is one of the example is salary. Like, what is the other things, like usually. So what are the other benefits? Abstract, okay, double, get get what else, like this 401k, okay, 401k percentage. So every employee will have 401k percentage, right? Different. You know what is 401k? I'm talking, right? So some kind of,
Medical for
yeah, medical.
1K.
So everyone will have different, like, manager 401k percentage is different, direct is different. This is also one of the common functionality. So we'll force the classes, all these classes, to
Yeah.
provide implementation. You are you clear
Yeah.
or?
Yeah. No, I got this one, but where we apply the implementation.
Yeah, I am going to show you that. Okay, I didn't complete it. I didn't
Okay.
complete.
So and why you used, for example, double, right? Now you use abstract double and get salary double.
Correct. W
What's the
salary is
reason?
salary is like, usually let's say one guy's salary is 135.20, okay, 135k, 135.20. Salary can be this range, okay, like this point zero also you can put something points, right? Salary. That's the reason I put double. What is the question on the double?
Yeah, my question, we use double, right?
Hmm.
We have another type also, but now
Float.
we use
You're talking
float
about-
something. Yeah.
Yeah, anything we can put, no problem. This is a range,
Oh.
different range. It's anything you can. Here, the float also you can put.
Oh, that's
Range.
right.
Yeah. Okay. This also is fine.
Okay. But we can't use the others, right? We can't use
Others
that.
we can't because salary can be in decimals, right? Some people may have like 135k, like 130,
Because of
130k
decimality. Yeah.
50. It can be decimals salary.
Yeah,
That's the reason I put float.
Decimals.
I put
Okay.
float or double. Okay, either one is fine.
Okay.
Okay, so now the classes, right? I'm going to create a manager class now. Okay, manager
Mhm.
class when I create, I implements employee because so this manager have to inherit whatever the employees feature are there, all it has to inherit common features like salary, 401k percentage, medical, whatever. Okay, they have to inherit, right? So that is the reason I implements. So now it actually forced me. So now it forced me to provide implementation for get salary. Otherwise, it will not complete this class. We can't compile. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to provide implementation here. So double get salary. So now we can define or provide implementation for the manager salary, right? Float, I think I changed it. Okay, float. Float, okay, get salary. So now I'll provide some salary here. Like for manager usually like let's put 120k. 120.00. So now, so let me change it. Something like I think it expects some different. Okay. So now what is this? I think the method name is not correct. Yes, yeah, let me. What is it complaining? Let's see. Cannot reduce the public. So what is it here? That's good. Yeah, so it doesn't. This I didn't cover it public and all. Okay, so now let me put here.
F indicates float or?
1 second.
Oh.
This don't worry about this. I didn't cover. Next topic it's going to be public under. Okay, so now so I just put float get salary and return some float value which is 120k I am returning. So when I create a manager class, I provide implementation. So for this method, otherwise it will not allow. When I remove this, okay, it will not allow. It will not accept because we have to provide. There is one unimplemented method. You have to provide implementation, then only it will accept. Now this class implementation done now manager. If I create one more class which is a director class and implements this employee, so it will ask me to again provide implementation for get salary method. So is this class clear? Let me create one more so that you'll understand. One more class
Yeah.
which is director
Now
class.
it's much clear
Yeah.
because the employee thing is like basically bringing the interface that you
Yeah, all the
class.
common
You
features.
define the common feature.
Yes, common features.
That's inherent, right?
Yeah, inheritance, correct.
Inherent, yeah.
Implement employee. Now I implements employee. Now it again asks me, so director must implement the inherited abstract method, which is salary. So here also I have to provide the same. Okay, public float get salary. So here I have to provide implementation. Implementation means like I have to put open and close and return some value return. So direct would be more bracket like 130k I can put.
That's an IT field.
Yeah, IT field. Oh, that's in IT. Usually non-IT you don't get that much. Yeah, I get it. So,
AI.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
AI or VA.
Yeah. Okay, this semicolon. Why the method cannot return idle? Come on. Salary. What is the mistake here? Director implements. So public float, get salary, return 130.
Float.
The same as above.
What?
Okay, let me write.
Direct. What you say? Public direct. Oh,
Yeah, that is correct only. Okay, that might be which expects the override.
Override.
Yeah, the annotation it may expect. But the above one doesn't give me. It's strange. Okay, let me put. Okay, it actually. I think here it did not ask me override, but that's fine. So always good practice, like put this annotation, so that so if someone read this class, right, they will know, okay, this is override, like this initiated method from the parent interface. So that's good practice. Okay, now the director, right, get salary method I provided, and return like 130 k. Okay, that is the salary range. For manager, it is 120. Same like that, you can create one more class which is system analyst. So you can put 100k for system analyst, something like that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, this class I created, right? Interface example. Now I'm going to, now we can create objects for this director and a manager, and then we can get the salary. Okay. So I'm going to do that now. So this class, right? Interface example class. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create manager objects, multiple. So company can have multiple managers, right? Manager one equal to new manager. So for creating any class, right, first we have to define main method. This I told you, right, for running any standalone add main. So now I'm creating some one manager object here, but we can create multiple objects also. Okay, one manager. Now what I'm going to do, get the salary of the manager. So when you copy remove this, okay, double quotes, put like this, the program, right? So yeah, one dot get salary. So it will print 120k here.
oh. When copy, just I have to remove the manager salary, right?
You have to, you
The
when
blue
you
one.
copy, right, you are getting like this, okay, this program code,
Uh-huh.
something like that you are getting. Okay,
Yeah.
remove this up to semicolon and put double quotes. That's what I did,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the manager I created, I'm creating director class. Director object I'm creating here. Okay, so now so how much I'll get, like the manager, right, manager class. So this will return 120k and direct will return 130k, right? So this, let me run this program. 120K, 130K, it is returning. So this is example for abstraction interface. Interface, as I told, right? So any interface, so we'll provide like all common functionalities, and so for any group of classes, right? Same type of classes which implements, we have to provide implementation for the abstract method. So that is called interface. Any questions in interface? Are you clear? I'll put this example in the document so that you'll understand.
So if I want to just, now you did like individually, you defined it, right?
Individually, yeah, I got your question.
You put classes, yeah.
Yeah, you can even put combinedly also, Sarah. There's no
Common,
restriction.
okay. I just
You
want to
can,
know.
yeah, you can put.
So,
There's no restriction. So for you to understand easily, in real time we'll have individual class like this. So let me put here also. It will allow if you put in the same, right? So the same class, it will allow. Let's put employee one here, suppose. It will allow. You can put, but you have to remove public. It will allow. Okay. Even if the same class, you can put, no problem. So for you to understand, right? So I just created separate classes. Even class also these.
it's fine. I just want to know if it's the can
yeah.
so multiple like class.
Yeah.
Which means just removing only the public one.
Correct. You just remove the public and put it will allow, right? Manager
So
one.
adding the drag, yeah.
And don't put the same class name usually because already there is one class, right?
Yeah, you can manager and then you do
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like this you can put. I'm just showing the example. I'm going to remove this. Okay. So employee and director, right? You can put even director class also. Here. Remove public. Always one file should have one public class, and that class name should be same as file name. This basic rule. Public class name should be same as file name. And the director one, you can put employee one. So like this you can define. There's no problem. Okay.
So okay, the result when you printed, right? When you asking the result, so it's gonna come each individual differently, or you can ask also all together. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you wanted to see the company salary, right?
Yeah.
You want to know like the managers and the directors and I don't know the IT guys and everything in one chart. So is that possible to print it out? I know you show us now individually. I got it what you teach now. I'm just asking.
Yeah, it will come from different class also. Yeah.
Different class also.
Yes, it will come in real time, right? In actual real time, you'll have the class like this. You will not say while teaching, right? Usually we put everything is together in one class, but in real time we'll have all separate classes like this. Okay, employees interface, manager, director, separate classes. It will have like lot of code each class, like not like very simple, right? So different class has different, like director will have multiple properties, 4 5 properties. So and then there's corresponding methods. So big classes it will have. So that's the reason we put separate everything in real time like this. Okay. So
the outcome will be for each individual.
Yes.
The outcome also will be each individual group of.
Correct. Yeah.
Different. Okay.
Yeah. So let me copy this here with actual example whatever I teach, so that you can practice the same. So I think this one is different example. So I will put this one. Okay, practice this next class. Okay, and then I'm going to teach now one more which is abstract class. So interface, right? Interface will allow uh, extending multiple interfaces, but just learn now basic like in interface. Don't get confused. This will talk like next classes. Okay, so now I'm moving to abstract class. So this is similar to interface. Okay, but it is I can say abstract class is like between interface and class. So why I say between interface and class? Interface will have all declarative methods like non-implemented methods. That means I can put n number of methods like this. Okay, but I should not provide implementation. Now you got it. What is implementation, right? Provide the body. So I can put n number of like non-implemented methods. In class, I can put all implemented methods. So it is
The director and the
yes,
for
yeah,
all the manager and director in one without
yes, yes, yes,
implementation. I see.
yeah. Employee, yeah, employee. I think this is the reason I changed. Okay, yeah. So now I can put n number of methods. So the class, right? Class can have all implemented methods only. I can put n number of implemented methods, but there is no way in class I can put few of unimplemented, few of implemented. Okay, the mix and match is not possible. Mix and match is like I can't put here like unimplemented methods. So abstract I cannot put. So abstract get 41k 41k.
So do you declare now a new one? Just like, oh, you just
So just listen, Shalem,
Just
okay?
listen,
I think
okay.
yeah. Please listen, okay? So you'll get it. You're asking in advance the questions, okay? So before I complete abstract.
sorry.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. But just because I'm not yet done explanation, so that you can understand when I can try to explain if you listen. So now let's say like I have so on class I can in class, right? I can provide all implemented methods, but I cannot give this like unimplemented method as well as implemented. This is not allowed in class, right? So and in the same way in interface I cannot put any implemented method. Okay, that means so only unimplemented methods only. So I cannot put like this. So mix and match is not possible. So suppose let's say when I'm defining this employee interface, I know like I don't know the salary of all employees, but I know there is like medical benefit for all the employees. So medical benefit means so there would be like only 10k related medical benefit every employee will get. So that means I know already implementation. So in that case, if I know few of methods implementation, if I don't know few of method implementation, so there is no way currently with interface or class. So for that purpose, what it is there is abstract class. Okay, so there's abstract class is created. Let me create that new class. Okay, let's assume that there is one class. Okay, so let me take this abstract employee. Now what I can do. So when I make this abstract, this class will allow me to put both. That means to put both means like to put implemented as well as unimplemented. So I can now provide mix and match, get salary. So this declare like abstract float. It will allow. So now it will allow. Okay. Now I can put one more method, which is okay, get medical medical benefit with implementation. Okay, so now written. Now if you observe this class I have, this is unimplemented, non-implemented, right? Do you agree? This is non-implemented. Am I right?
Yeah.
This is implemented. So only abstract class will allow non-implemented as well as implemented. So when I'm defining this class employee, if I know salary, if I don't know the salary, so it should be different for each employee. If I know medical benefit, okay, so I can create abstract class instead of interface. That is the difference. Now, do you get it? The concept? You can ask questions now. If you don't get, I'll explain again.
So abstracts can include non-implement and implement at the same time?
Abstract class, basically. Not abstract class.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, abstract class. Abstract class will allow both unimplemented and implemented. So interface, all unimplemented, right? All unimplemented. Class, all implemented. Okay, so that is the thing. So that is the difference between abstract class and interface. Yo, do you understand, or any questions?
Yeah, and yeah, I understand.
Okay. So these are the basic like abstract class, interface classes we have. Let me go through the document. So abstract class, it's a between like interface and class. I told you, right? Interface will allow all unimplemented, and class will allow implemented. So this will allow both. A class that is declared abstract is known as abstract class. That means if a class, any class which is declared with abstract is called as abstract class, and it can have abstract and non-abstract methods. What is abstract method? Here this is abstract method, and this is non-abstract method. Okay, it can have both abstract and non-abstract methods. Method with body or non-abstract means it needs to be executed, it's implemented, and it cannot be initialized. So we can't initialize this class. And so I will give the example of this tomorrow. So I will execute, okay, so that you'll understand this also. But don't practice this yet, okay? Interface abstract class. After tomorrow class, you can practice. So it's almost 4 minutes is ending the this one. So far, what are the questions you can ask? You can ask. Then we will end in 4 minutes. Let me check the syllabus. We have access modifiers after this. Then other OOPS concept, object-oriented concepts. Then I think after this, then we'll complete all object-oriented concepts, and then I think we are very close. Like another 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I'll complete this core Java completely. Okay, so any questions? We will, if you want, like after this course also, we'll keep talking on core Java only, because I want you to understand core Java concepts very clear. This is very important. Okay, so core Java, the very basics, these basics, right? Important to understand. If you have any questions, like any basic questions, so you can ask me in next classes.
Yeah, now abstract class. Now we are making abstract class, right?
Correct. This is abstract.
Yeah. So what we are going to do now?
So what we can do, like I'll create the class same as like employee and manager. I'll create one more class. I'm going to extend this abstract employee. Okay, so then that will ask me to provide unimplemented method. So this, let me, okay, we have 23 minutes. I will talk tomorrow. I'm going to create one more, like few more classes, and extend this class so that it will ask me to provide unimplemented. This is already implemented. I don't need to provide in class, right? Which I'm going to extend this abstract. It will ask me to provide this implementation. So then I will define the objects for those classes, and I will show you example. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Okay, do you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So this very important to understand. Yeah, you are
What
learning
is the
actually. You
out?
are sorry. Yeah. Sorry,
Go
Salem.
ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
tell me,
It's all
Salem.
right. No, I just want to see what will be printed out because there's a combination of non-implemented.
Yeah. So that we will see tomorrow. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Tomorrow we will see, because now only 2 minutes left, right? That's what I don't want to. Like tomorrow we will see interface, abstract class, and then class. By tomorrow you will be comfortable. All these three.
Okay.
If we have time tomorrow morning, go through the some tutorials, understand more, and come up with the questions. Interface, abstract class, and class. These three.
Class.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll catch up
Okay.
tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Good night.
All right. Good night. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.